I've been living here for 20 years. So today I'm here for the Keep Taiwan Free rally. It's an annual rally that happens in New York City. This is my first year though. So basically the reason why we're here is because Taiwan isn't recognized on several international platforms such as the WHO and the UN. And so because of that, if you've ever heard of the SARS epidemic in 2003, Taiwan wasn't able to receive help from the WHO because it wasn't recognized as a country. So because of that, we're just trying to raise awareness of Taiwan as a country and to gather support for more recognition on international platforms. So that's why I'm here today.
To immediately solve the unfair exclusion of Taiwan. Is that right? We are here to demand to lift the ban of Taiwanese from visiting the United Nations. Is that correct? And we demand the rights to equal and dignified participation. The rights that Taiwan deserves, right? Inclusivity matters. Representation matters. Taiwan matters, right? Taiwan is Taiwan.
Taiwan is Taiwan.
Taiwan is Taiwan.
Taiwan is Taiwan.
Keep Taiwan free.
Keep Taiwan free.
Keep Taiwan free.
Keep Taiwan free.
New York is here to share a few words. Let's give her a warm round of applause, please.
Good afternoon. everyone. Good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon.
Wow, that's the spirit. It's such a pleasure to be here. I'm so glad to see so many people show up here to show the solidarity with Taiwan. This annual rally has been a very meaningful platform for Taiwanese people to express their aspiration to be part of the global body, the United Nations. It has been a beautiful tradition. The Taiwanese American community members put together, organized such a important get-together so that our friends here know our aspiration. Taiwan has been campaigning to be part of the United Nations for such a long time. We know this is an uphill battle. This is a challenging journey, but thank you for being with us. Thank you for all our friends. There are so many flew in from Taiwan all the way. Taiwan people, please raise your hands. Let them know. 台湾联合协进会来的台湾的朋友，请举手，让我们美国朋友知道你们从台湾来。Yes, yes. And we also have legislator Ye Yijin. She's with us. Yes. So, and on top of that, many of our diplomatic allies, representatives also here. They will be invited to speak a few words later. But most importantly, you are here. You are here to show your solidarity and show your support. It is because of such continuous support and kind assistance that sustains us, the Taiwan people and the government, to fight this important fight. We want to show the world that while United Nations speaking about inclusiveness, universality, they leave Taiwan behind. The Taiwan 23 million people should not be left behind, right? We should be included in this important journey while the United Nations is working this important endeavor to implement these global goals, sustainable development goals. Taiwan wants to be playing our constructive part. We are their trustworthy partner. Our track record shows that. Our diplomatic allies, our partner countries know we can be a good partner in the world. So thank you very much for supporting us, and have a good fight, have a good march. Thank you.
咱这款的权利，咱一定爱伫每一处的投票内底展示咱台湾人要保留这款的权利。所以拜托各位乡亲开始规划，转来投票。拜托各位乡亲，伫任何的机会，甲所有咱各国的朋友讲，咱台湾人要 keep Taiwan free， 要继续保持这款民主自由的制度，咱是韩民相向的，咱甚至是替这个民主国家来抵抗一个想要迫害全世界的民主自由法治的中国。所以台湾人真辛苦，需要较侪各国的朋友来甲咱相挺。台湾人有权利加入联合国，对不对？咱做伙打拼，感谢大家，谢谢 ，Thank you very much。
I have one simple question I want to ask you. Why do you think that Taiwan is a part of China? Because we speak the same language? Well, I've got some news for you. There are 59 countries in the world speaking English and 29 speaking French. Because we're from the same race, because we're both Han Chinese. Well, Taiwan, unlike China, celebrates our diversity with more than 16 indigenous groups. We, unlike China, will not put our people in concentration camps just because of their ethnicity. This is not reunification. when you're pointing thousands of missiles at us. This is not reunification when Taiwan never wanted to be part of China. This is not reunification when China has to force countries into silence when they try to talk about our freedom, independence, and democracy. This is not reunification. This is invasion, this is colonization, and Taiwan will never be part of China. So to the Taiwanese people out here, and all our supporters around the world, you are not alone. The CCP is waging a war against humanity and human rights. And we will not stay silent when our allies are under attack. We are at the crossroads of history, and please have complete faith that we are standing on the right side. I believe that one day, the 2 million Uyghurs in concentration camps can one day be free. Concentration camps where kids are brainwashed, where girls are raped, and when men are tortured to death. I believe that one day, the 2 million Hong Kongers won't have to face rubber bullets, tear gas, sexual assault, and police brutality just because they believe that they too have a say in their freedom and democracy. I believe that one day, the world will also have a place for a country full of hope, courage, and freedom called Taiwan. It is normal to be afraid, especially when we are standing against such a powerful enemy. To be completely honest with all of you, I am terrified too. But there comes a time when silence is betrayal, because neutrality in the face of evil is complicity. And when Hong Kongers have lost their jobs, their vision, and even their lives fighting our fight, this is our duty to stand with them. So let us speak up for Taiwan. Don't be afraid. Be afraid of what will happen if we don't speak up. Let freedom ring in Tibet. Let freedom ring in East Turkestan. Let freedom ring in Hong Kong. And let freedom ring in Taiwan. Thank you so much.
Democracy and freedom, but you're also telling us that you stand with us as an ally. I hope everyone here can remember the line that today's Hong Kong could be Taiwan's tomorrow. Hong Kongers and Taiwanese cannot compromise, cannot back down anymore. Today, if you still think one country, two system is none of a big deal, you're not listening, Hong Kongers. Because Hong Kongers right now, for the past 2 months or so, they have been using their own body to obstruct bullets, to remind Taiwanese and other communities that one country, two system is a lie. Please don't believe that. This is not something you should take. This is the consequence of accepting one country, two system. So please, Taiwan, when you have the last resort to protect your a little bit of freedom, please do so and tell the world that we're all here fighting against the Chinese Communist Party because we're here to resist, to rebound, and we will let the world to see us. Don't compromise, don't be scared, because we're all here holding hands with each other for democracy, for human rights, for justice, for freedom, and for a brighter future. And I hope one day I don't have to risk the chance of being threatened or assaulted because I say I'm from Hong Kong, not China. And I hope that my friends from Taiwan would also be bold to tell people that I'm from Taiwan out loud without fearing of losing her friends. Because this is a very important identity of ours, and this is our home where we belong to, not the country that rule over or tries to rule over. Keep Taiwan free! Keep Hong Kong free! No more tyranny! We want democracy! Keep
have everyone to understand my words because it's very important. 我希望大家可以记住，今天香港，明日台湾这句话。香港人跟台湾人不可以再妥协，不可以再让步，因为今天，如果你还觉得一国两制是没有问题的话，你就是不相信香港人的声音。今天香港人站在香港的街道上，用他们自己的身躯去挡子弹，就是要为了让台湾人知道，这就是接受一国两制的后果。一国两制本来就是一个谎言。今天的香港就是要警惕台湾人，如果你拥护民主自由的话，就请你们继续跟我们走下去，继续保护台湾的民主，还有香港人的自由，不妥协，不害怕，因为我们都会在这里，为了民主，为了自由，为了公义，为了人权，跟你们在这里手拉着手，好吗？台湾人加油！香港人加油！光复香港！光复香港！光复香港！香港人！香港人！ Thank you so much.
One country, two systems, right? Do you know what one country, two systems actually means? What does it mean? It means colonialism. It's just a fancy word for colonialism, right? We have one country, two systems in Xinjiang, in East Turkestan. Go check it out. There is concentration camps, right? China is the new Nazi Germany today. That is one country, two systems. We have one country, two systems in Tibet, starting from 1950. Since 1951, Tibet was the first experiment for one country, two systems, and it's been a spectacular disaster. It's complete failure. 1.2 million Tibetans died as a direct result of Chinese illegal occupation. So of course, one country, two systems is never going to work in Hong Kong either. As we can see taking place in the streets of Hong Kong right now. China always wants to tighten the screws one day after another until Hong Kong is suffocating. So we are completely in sympathy with our friends in Hong Kong. So Taiwan, for example. Taiwan is the real country that deserves to be in the United Nations. Does Taiwan deserve a seat in the UN? The UN cannot control their own borders, but Taiwan does. Taiwan has its own government. Taiwan has its own system, right? It has a great system that respects human rights, that respects political liberties of its people, that respects the civil liberties. So Taiwan as a democratic nation, not just a democratic nation, as a liberal democratic nation that respects all individuals, all kinds of civil rights that people should have. Taiwan, more than any other country, deserves a seat in the United Nations. So why is Taiwan not in the UN? There is one simple answer. Because somebody is in the UN who doesn't deserve to be there. Who is it? China does not deserve to be on the Security Council, right? A country that threatens the security of its neighbors. China is a country that threatens the security of Taiwan. It violates the security of Hong Kong. It completely destroyed the security of Uyghurs and Tibetans many years ago, right? And China now increasingly threatens the security of all the countries in the South China Sea, right? Philippines, Vietnam, many of these countries are really insecuritized these days by China. So China, of all countries, does not deserve to be on the Security Council. And you know what? There's another council that China doesn't deserve to be on. The Human Rights Council, right? A state that violates the human rights of its own Chinese people day after day does not deserve to be on the Human Rights Council. The state that violates the human rights of Uyghurs and Tibetans and Hong Kong people every single day doesn't deserve to be on the Human Rights Council. But I want to be fair to China, okay? I think we should be fair to China. There is one institution where the Chinese leadership deserves to be on. What is that? Exactly. The Chinese government deserves to be in the International Criminal Court. Right? Not as a judge, okay? As a criminal. And as much as we are all working hard to make sure that Taiwan gets a seat in the UN, we all should also be working hard that Xi Jinping and his friends in the CCP end up in the International Criminal Court one day. That will bring justice to Taiwan, that will bring justice to Hong Kong, that will bring justice to the Uyghurs and the Tibetans and the Mongolians, that will bring justice to the millions of Chinese citizens who deserve to live in a free country, right? So when the CCP ends up in the International Criminal Court and face charges for their genocide in Xinjiang and for their genocide in Tibet, for their violation of security in Taiwan and Hong Kong, that will be the day that will guarantee that we all will have a chance to assure that Hong Kong gets its self-government and self-determination. We can make sure at that time that Taiwan gets a security guarantee and the international recognition that it deserves. And that day we can also make sure that the Uyghur people will have their own free Uyghur homeland and the Tibetan people will also be able to enjoy a free and independent Tibet. Thank you.
您好，请问您为什么要参加这次的活动？
有几个原因，因为今天天气很好，而且我看到香港的人跟台湾的人都非常中国这个共产党的极权主义的国家，现在变成很有钱也很有力，恐怕就会把我们的自由民主摧毁掉。所以我要来参加这个非常有意义的。让至少让大多数的台湾人、香港人，他是不愿意加入中国共产党，没有自由民主，因为这个是21世纪监听的控制你人民。21世纪人民是主人，政府只是应该是你服务的。服务的人不把主人当主人，所以我们就是为这个问题出来游行。
好的，谢谢您。